of a new feature that we've added to assist people with writing Lambda functions in CTM. So let's do a quick function that's going to look up weather. So we'll use a weather API to identify the temperature given a incoming phone caller's zip code. Okay, and we'll just execute this function as me save. So now normally we'd come down here and we'd start to author the function, but why don't we go ahead and just use this new feature here called Ask AI. So we're going to have it write a function to fetch the weather from the activity zip code. We'd like it to update the activity, saving the custom field temp value to temperature to the temperature retrieved. Let's also do this. Please console.log the API response as well. Okay, so we're going to say OK, and now it is it's asked the code generator to generate some code. So here we go. We get back this function. So let's go ahead and just copy this function code. Obviously, we'll need to get the weather API key from openweathermap.org. But how fantastic is that? It actually wrote some code. So let's just review what code it wrote. So it looks like it wants to use this package called Axios. I've never used that, but it looks interesting. And then it's going to make an API request to OpenWeatherMap. This looks like a valid request, and it also looks like I think this is the right way to get our zip code data off of the event activity from CTM. It's reading the temperature data. It console.logged things like I asked it to. And assuming we have a custom field called temp on CTM, then this would go ahead and update the activity record's temperature. Wow. All I can say is wow. I think, so obviously as an end user, you'll have to verify that this is the right way to get the zip code off of a call, but I think it is. I might be mistaken. It might be call or postal code. That's why I can't remember if it's zip or postal. But then, you'd have to still go get your API key. There you have it. Now we can do one more. And this one is, why don't we go ahead and do this one? We use the JS Force library, and we'd like it to locate a lead by caller number and make the lead status. Make sure the status is, how do we say open? I think open is what we need to say here. If you find a matching lead, update the CTM activity lead ID. So assuming, again, we have a custom lead ID, let's go ahead and try that. Now, of course, you could probably go to ChatGPT directly and do all of this. But one of the nice things about doing this inside of CTM is that we're able to provide a context about sort of how our Lambda functions work. So we can pass a system prompt to teach ChatGPT more about the context of CTM than the end user may have available or may know without talking to somebody at CTM. So let's go ahead and copy this code. Now, what's nice about the Salesforce API is we are able to get and this is one of these areas where it's like, hey, we are able to give it some instructions, right? So we can tell it that we use access tokens and API tokens instead of API username and password. But anyways, this looks like it generates some very valid code, which is phenomenal. So everybody, please give it a shot and let us know what you think.